and welcome to Bot Box. No gauntlet week runs this week, I promise. No, instead we're going to Series 3 of Robot Wars, where this week's subject, Centurion, landed in Heat J. Centurion is a blue blocky wedge with an extra block on top for an axe, with yellow edges armed with a lifter and, as I mentioned, an axe. Centurion also had headlights and Roman-themed decorations. First up for it in its AB heat was Excalibur, an axebot. Not a sword, an axe. Excalibur axed Centurion twice early on after Centurion tried and failed to lift Excalibur. Centurion managed to nudge Excalibur into a wall and landed a few axe blows, but they didn't do much and Excalibur got away. Centurion then tried to nudge Excalibur, but missed, hitting first the wall and then some spikes, getting toasted by Sergeant Bash as they tried to escape. However, Centurion did escape and sent Excalibur to Sergeant Bash, which wasn't fun for either party, as Excalibur got toasted by Sergeant Bash's flamethrower, and Sergeant Bash got axed by Excalibur. Once Excalibur got free, Centurion axed Excalibur, only for its axe to get tangled with Excalibur's axe. Centurion got free, which is just as well as Excalibur was immobile, and actually had been for a while. The house robots closed in, which made it even better that Centurion had backed off. Next up for it was Trapped Spikebot 101. The two bots danced around each other early on, Centurion lifting 101 and eventually sending it to Sergeant Bash by a wall. Once 101 escaped, but its escape only led it to getting lifted and introduced to, well, the same wall. Once again, 101 escaped and sent Centurion to Sergeant Bash twice using its spike. Centurion then sent 101 to Sergeant Bash after the second escape, but 101 sent Centurion to a wall after it too escaped. Again, 101's a pretty slippy robot. After one last spike jab from 101, Centurion moved no more, and the Kill-A-Lot went in, which was the cue for references to both Julius Caesar, the Shakespeare play, not the person, though it is about the person. What happened to him anyway. And Carry On Cleo. Interesting mix of references. Centurion, of course, was out. Centurion returned for Series 4, seeded this time, seeded 31st, and drew Grab a Splinter and Vertical Spinner Small Talk. Centurion tried to flip Splinter early on, but Splinter landed on its wheels. It wasn't long before both Splinter and Small Talk went for Centurion, though Small Talk initially missed and hit Splinter, which sent it close to Sergeant Bash. Centurion escaped, tried to flip Small Talk, and stopped. One hit from Small Talk woke the 31st seeds up, but they just drove into a wall, axed Small Talk a few times, and never moved again, except when hit by Small Talk, and when pitted by Kill-A-Lot. So that was Centurion out of Series 4, and it never returned, mainly because the team captain of Centurion, Rate 8, joined Kill-A-Lot's team. It was at this point that Kill-A-Lot gained a lifter, and actually became a better robot, even though it still didn't get past round 2 of the main series. Centurion was around for a surprisingly short time. It's the kind of robot that sticks in the memory, but you look at its fight records and you find there's only 3 of them. It was unfortunate that a pin broke, making cost it in Series 4. That was why it stopped. But with Series 3 going down to 101, there is no shame there. 101 ran Hypnodisc close. It was not an easy robot to beat in Series 3. also, House Robot here said nice things about them. Not the House Robots, obviously, they can't talk. The humans operating the House Robots had paid them compliments, which... That's good. It's always good. So... who's next? Taiki, please be kind. I would like to see the Welsh Open next week. This week. Carnage. And no Spider-Man fans, I am not talking about any Spider-Man villains this time. I'm talking about a robot. Maybe it was named for a Spider-Man villain. Good question. Anyway, until next week, Callison244, out.